right, man. Let's talk about possibly trading for Brian Burns. It looks like they couldn't reach a contract extension in Carolina with Brian Burns. Excuse my chapped ass lips. This weather is just wild. But they couldn't reach a contract extension. Like he gonna get a franchise tag of $30 million. Now I think they can work on extension all the way until maybe a date right before training camp. So, like, if you trade for him, you still gonna try to work out an extension and probably try to lower that $30 million cap. And basically, I believe the first franchise tag you get, I think it might be the average of the top 5 at your position or top 3 at your position or something like that. So, something to think about. But let's talk about it. Check out the Trey Lines Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And also, Josh Allen might get the tag as well, too. We got to wait and see. He had 17.5 sacks last year. And Brian Burns is perfect. You know, long, rangy guy, athletic, them long arms to, get the quarterback when they about to dip out the pocket. It'd be a, real good pairing with him and Aiden Hutchinson. But, do you want to give up assets and or future assets, being draft picks next year or whatever, just to bring him in? Do you want to trust your draft board and do it by pass rush by committee? That's what a lot of people are not talking about. You got Kaminsky, you got Pascal, you got James Houston, and do you add a Trice from Washington? You know what I'm saying? Or do you add a kid from the Jets that had 8 sacks and he wasn't even a starter last year? I mean, but he benefiting from a bunch of great players, throughout that New York Jets, defense as well too. So I forget the guy's name, but I mean, it depends on, where you have him ranked and then the availability of everybody else. Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, the edge from Jacksonville, an instant number of guys. Where you have him ranked with other guys at that position? I mean, it's a great question. How do y'all feel about the interior? How you gonna feel? So they got a few holes, and that defensive tackle position is just so hard to find a guy that can do what an Aaron Donald or Chris Jones can do on the inside. That's pretty much what they missing. Somebody that you got to account for in the run game, somebody you got to account for in the passing game, and adding 2 additional guys like that to your defensive line, that's just gonna make it Lee McNeil, Aiden Hutchinson that much greater. I mean, got guys like Danielle Hunter, which I'm not a big fan of Danielle Hunter, like most people. I mean, he's a good player, but I'm really not a fan like that. Nothing personal, but I don't think he that guy like that. You know what I'm saying? But Burns has just got the prototypical body of a edge rusher, and that's that speed, them long legs, them long limbs, and that's why the quarterback keep just sneaking out those mobile quarterbacks. You got to really think too. Your biggest weakness is, people want to pass, and your biggest consistent weakness has been mobile quarterbacks. Going back to when Joe Webb was the backup in Minnesota, giving the Lions the business. So, athletic guys is what they're missing inside the front four, but they have options. They have options. You can trust your draft board. You got to see. That's the first place you probably looking at your draft board and seeing how many guys that I can find that I can develop for cheaper to go into that guy. It's not like you got nothing, but for, let's say something does happen and you down a major pass rusher, you got another guy there. So you want to book in, because that's what they missing. But that guy on the inside is what they truly missing. But if you can get your hands on a Brian Burns and pairing with Aiden Hutchinson, you worry about the bull job later. You know what I'm saying? You worry about the bull job later. So that's just what it is. But yeah, I will see. I mean, what do they want, a third or fourth? Because at this point, I mean, he has value, and obviously you can just keep him in Carolina for $30 million. He's the tour good. So I mean, I'm probably not willing to go higher than a third, to be honest. At that point, that's just me. Because I got other options out there, and that's just the honest truth. Bro. You got other options, so it'd be interesting to see kind of the options that they see. But they did trade for. I understand it's a top tier talent. You don't have to worry about him weighing this offer or bidding again. And that's the benefit of trading for a guy. You don't have to worry about him, bidding against or bidding against another team, or him telling you you bidding against this market. You get him there, you probably already work out a contract before he signed, and then he's yours. Do I think fit can be an issue? The only fit that's the issue could be a cultural fit, because that's the perfect guy you on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson. Somebody that's going to be able to get there faster than Aiden Hutchinson, somebody who's going to be able to pursue, get upfield, and just be able just to be a freak athlete. Then at the other, you able to get a guy like that. Then how do you, find Aleem McNeil, a guy on the inside that can help him out, and then you just find corners at that point. We got options at corner. Want to open the pocketbook for Jerry Sneed. He could do what you want him to do, what Aaron Glenn really want to do. Aaron Glenn don't want to be out there playing, straight zone coverage. He want to be out there playing man combo coverage. Man was on. So you can change a lot of your trajectory, but what it pretty much based off of, what they probably doing right now is evaluating where the draft is strong at and where it's weak at. If they feel like it's strong, I don't know. At the pass rusher position, you know what I'm saying? Unless they are able to get a top tier guy for a dollar amount, they probably gonna wait till the draft to get that guy. They feel like it's weak at the interior defensive tackle position, then they might, trick off some money and try to fill that void and go to the trade or whatever. So that's what they doing. They weighing the number one option is the draft. How many guys at cornerback do we like day 1, day 2, round 1, 2, 3, 4, versus how many guys we don't we like in free agency? They can just say, let's draft two corners, let them go out there and compete with Cam Sutton, whoever win, because two of the top corners that went last year, and I know it's last year, Gonzalez was balling up there in New England until he got hurt, and Devin Witherspoon made the Pro Bowl. So, that's something to really think about. That's something really to think about. So they win that draft board. That draft board even though free agency come before the draft in the NFL, I believe they win that draft board, because that's where it's cheaper at. That's where it's younger at. You know what I'm saying? That's where the durability at. And really the veterans that you get, they just icing on the cake at this point. So you just, they didn't took a beating in this league, and they really just bringing the experience to the table. So yeah, I wouldn't be mad if they went out there and got Brian Burns, but I don't believe they would do so. But the upside to it is you ain't got to worry about bidding with this team or that team. You trade for him, you work out the contract, you bring him in. I believe he's the perfect ace for, I think it's 1A, 1A with him and Aiden Hutchinson, to be honest. So, I think, they can do nothing but make that line better. So, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.